Hello, everyone. Did you know that there are only 4 ways to expand your reach online? Yep, well, now you know. And we're going to explore the first way, which is magnetized shareable content. And here's a little peek at all 4 ways that we'll be discussing in this little mini series. But we're going to start with the magnetized shareable content. Now, out of all the 4 ways to expand reach online, the one that most people are excited about right now is content marketing. But remember, only one of these 4 ways is all about content marketing, and that's the one we're going to talk about here, which is the magnetized shareable content. These are things that are blog posts or image posts or videos, any little bit of content. So let's explain that a little bit more. So what is content then? Content is anything that's text, it's anything that's video, images, GIFs, which are those loops of video, and live video. This is all what's considered content. Now, when we talk about shareable, what makes something shareable? There's really only 3 reasons why anyone would click the share button. One is it is extremely emotional, and it turns out that the happier emotions are more shareable than the sadder emotional ones. Also, if something is extremely informative, that kind of wow, I had no idea moment, that compels people to click that share button. And the third one is anything that's extremely entertaining. And this one, out of all of them, is the thing that makes people share most often. And we'll just take a moment here and enjoy the cat trying to find its way to the bottom of the sofa. So again, extremely emotional, extremely informative, or extremely entertaining. And those are the 3 things that make something shareable. All right, so let's go into how something is magnetized then. So think about this a little bit. What are the things that make your audience stop scrolling the feed and look at your post? If you just think about this, when you're on Facebook, what makes you stop while you're going through the feed? What's the trigger that stops the scrolling? What makes you stop and look at something, or to bypass it and not even see it, basically? Something about that post is magnetized to you. It's either the vocabulary or the font or the colors or the voice. Something is magnetized to you. So let's think about those things. Now, magnetized shareable content is the goal of using content marketing. You want your content to be so magnetized to your audience that they can pick it out of the feed and feel compelled to share it. This image here is very interesting. This is an old image that G+ used to provide to people for their posts, and it shows who shared it and who shared it from their post. So for example, if you look in the very bottom right, it says you clicked on this post. It's sort of like you are here. And so I saw that post by that person, that circle in the bottom right. But every circle here shared the same post, and everyone inside the big circle shared the post that the person in the middle shared. Hopefully that makes sense. And you can see how if something is shared many, many, many times, it reaches different worlds, different universes of people out there, and that's what we want to have happen. So here are some questions and some research you can do on your audience to kind of hone in on that type of content that's going to make them share. What are the colors that are attractive to your audience? What are the best fonts to use? Does your audience love script and fancy fonts, or do they love that nice, clean, modern look? What's the best voice to use for your audience? Do you need to fall on the positive side or the negative side to make your audience share to give you more reach? What is the best type of imagery? Is it outside? Is it line art? Is it, please don't say clip art, but what is that best imagery? And what's the best tone to present for your audience? Here are some other questions to ask and do some research on. Do you need to fall on the positive or the negative side of things? Do you need to be inspiring or upsetting to allow people that energy to click that share button? Do you need to be entertaining, or do you need to be emotional and tug on the heartstrings? Do you need to be informative or reassuring? what is the voice there? It's really important to take the time to figure out what's going to be attractive to your audience, and not add to just, I have a post and yeah, I'm going to click it and just posting any type of content online just adds to the noise. So take that time to figure out what is attractive to your audience that will make them share in a way that gains you a larger audience. Next up, we're going to talk about the second way to expand reach online using hashtags, keywords, and that general SEO geekiness. All right, let's go to it.